Have you ever read a story that just completely pulls the rug out from under you? Well, today we are breaking down an amazing example, Amori Duckwit's award-winning short story, Birthday Bones. Seriously, it's a masterclass in building this bizarre, almost absurd premise that leads to a revelation that is just genuinely chilling. So let's dive in and see exactly how she pulls it off. Right from the jump, the story just throws us into the deep end. There's no gentle easing in, just this jarring, impossible statement. It immediately makes you stop and think, wait, what on earth is going on here? So here's the core idea. Every single year on her birthday at precisely 3:27 a.m., the exact moment she was born, our main character's body just violently breaks. It twists, it snaps, and it completely rearranges itself into a brand new person. And let me tell you, the author does not hold back on the gruesome details. The description is so graphic and unsettling, it uses all these sounds and even smells to ground this totally impossible event in a way that feels painfully, horribly real. And this right here is where the story's unique tone just shines. It's this incredible blend of body horror with this super dry, dark humor. I mean, she complains about the gore and then, in the same breath, complains about her love life. She even compares the whole nightmare to a bad case of acne. It's brilliant. You'd think, after 27 years of this, you'd still be freaking out. But for her, the unimaginable has become, well, routine. She doesn't panic anymore. She just prepares. Her curse has basically turned into a bizarre, messy annual chore. This checklist just perfectly captures how mundane this horror has become for her. I mean, there are procedures. She lays down a plastic cover so she doesn't stain the sheets. She checks for damage afterwards, like she's putting together IKEA furniture. The real horror here is how normal it all is to her. So her reaction to waking up with her 27th new face isn't some deep existential dread. Nope, it's just practical annoyance. She's not questioning her identity, she's worried about her makeup routine. And it's this complete detachment that makes the twist that's coming so powerful. Okay, so here's where the story starts to pivot. We've kind of settled into this weird premise, we think we get it, and now the author starts planting these subtle, unsettling little clues that something else, something bigger is going on. The very first seed of doubt gets planted by her own mother, of all people, during their regular post-transformation video call. It's just an odd question, right? You could easily dismiss it. But it's the first thread in a much darker tapestry. And this feeling of familiarity, it just keeps building. Her mom insists. Then a total stranger on the street has this visceral, terrified reaction to her. And then even her coworker, Holly, gets that feeling of déjà vu. Each time it happens, it feels a little more urgent, a little more wrong. And this is the question the story is forcing us, the reader, to ask. What's going on? Is this all just a huge coincidence? Is she repeating faces like her mom thinks? Or is the answer something far more disturbing? So the narrative takes us into her miserable morning at her PR firm. And the whole atmosphere is tense, not just because it's a Monday or whatever, but because the world itself seems to be reacting to her new face in a way it never has before. You know, this is such a classic piece of environmental storytelling. The TV is blaring, something that's usually a huge no-no at the office. It's a signal, a flashing red light telling us that today is different. The outside world is about to violently crash into her very personal, private horror. And here we go. Buckle up.
because this is the sequence that delivers one of the most effective gut punch twists I have read in a very long time. Everything we thought we knew about this story is about to be completely flipped on its head. Her boss, Lucy, pulls her into her office and shows her this news article on the computer. Now pay close attention to the time of death, 3:15 a.m. That's just 12 minutes before our protagonist's own transformation at 3:27 a.m. The tension here is just, wow, it's almost unbearable. Lucy scrolls down the page, and in that moment, our main character's entire reality is just hanging by a thread. She has no idea this has anything to do with her, but we can feel that collision coming. And boom, there it is. The photo of the dead supermodel is a perfect, identical match for the new face she's wearing. Same nose, same eyes, even the same slightly crooked incisor. The connection is undeniable, and it is absolutely horrifying. That is the final line of the story, and it is devastating. It's not an answer. It's a question that is so much more terrifying than any statement could ever be. The story just cuts to black right there, leaving us to grapple with the absolutely horrific implications. The absolute genius of this twist is how it works. It doesn't come out of nowhere. It doesn't contradict anything we've read. Instead, it reframes everything. It changes the meaning of every single detail. The story transforms from a personal, bizarre medical condition into a parasitic, supernatural horror. And this is the real power of that final question. Remember her mom's comment about her face looking familiar? Before the twist, it seemed kind of quirky. Maybe her mom's just a bit forgetful. But after, it's horrifying. It implies her mother has seen these faces before. On the news. The face wasn't familiar from her daughter's past. It was familiar from last year's tragedies. Ultimately, Birthday Bones just leaves us with this haunting thought. The story isn't just about a changing body anymore. It's about the theft of identity. It suggests that every single year of the protagonist's life is literally built upon someone else's death. Just a truly perfect and terrifying horror concept.